Port Douglas, waiting for our bus to take Steve into the rainforest. 8 o'clock, and there's me, happy as ever, we moved on.
Over there. Brandon Kennedy, if you agree. We're not far from the cruise centre there, Rob.
Cruising down to Daintree River.
Okay, this is just to mention a few statistics about. Can everybody see there? You just hit between the two bushes. Okay, now these crocodiles can jump their full body length straight out of the... Probably is with a similar purpose. If you were to see that crocodile swimming, you'd see the head and the back moving along quite fast. His tail would be moving quickly just beneath the surface of the water. You can see he's looking pretty fat, that crocodile. If they eat a larger animal, or an animal that's been in the water for a while and started to decompose, they'll bloat up with gas, and that's what you can see here. That's why he's looking so fat. It looks like somebody's overinflated him. We'll just stay upwind from this one. Okay, well there's a couple of reasons you won't find too many people water skiing on the day.
Look at it.
We're approximately 11 kilometres from the ocean. We're going to be travelling about 4 kilometres of the river. So the dangers that you're going to see on your right here are the yellow flowers. They call them native hibiscus or a 4 o'clock hibiscus. They're also considered to be a bush food. You can eat those yellow flowers. They taste a bit bland on their own. They're a bit like lettuce to eat, but you can decorate your salads with the flowers and you can eat them too. So they're one of the bush foods that you do sometimes find on the restaurant tables up here. There's a Brahminy kite, one of the prettier birds of prey that you'd find on the river. As well as being one of the prettier birds of prey, they're also one of the few birds of prey they whole. Not worry about digesting it after that.
It's just that black thing.
Now, you might be able to see a bit of a purple sheen coming off of his skin, and that's where they get their name. If you do want to attract the birds to your house, they're growing on the end of the branches. It does look very much like a Granny Smith apple. And these fruit attract a lot of fruit bats into the area. In fact, I've got one of the fruit here I can pass around. Creek or a billabong. About half an hour's time you'd find the fish would be floundering on the surface of the water. You then have to remove the gills from the fish, that'll contain the poison, and then you can cook and eat the fish. Okay, as we come out of the main part of the river again, the mountain that you can see over there on your left, above those trees, is the third tallest mountain in Queensland. It's called Mount Thornton, or Thornton's Peak. It's approximately 1,400 metres high and it attracts one of the highest rainfalls in Australia to the area. It's covered with cloud for between 8 and 10 months of the year. It rains up there for about 6 months of the year. And as I mentioned, a lot of the water running down the river is coming off Mount Thornton. Along here on your right, there are mainly two different types of... They're under the tag and release thing. There's quite a lot of fish in the river, but barramundi would be one of the favourites that most people would like to catch. They grow up to about 50, 60 pound barramundi, usually tail downs on the surface of the water when you catch them. And they're also one of the nicest tasting fish on the market. They've got a saying on the Daintree, if you can't catch a barramundi, try to get it on Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. Let's go, I'm starting to sound like a bus driver. If you've ever been stuck in this stuff in the jungle, you know exactly where it gets its name, wait a while. Those long yellow tendrils that are hanging down are full of fish-hook type thorns, and they'll hook onto your skin or clothing, and then you have to wait till you unhook yourself before you can move on. Bird flying up above the trees there on your right is another member of the kite family. That one's a black kite or fork-tailed kite. Been marked. The tubes coming up out of the ground. Sometimes you find small nets that they sling up. The private life of plants. You might have already seen it on the ABC. If you watch the very last episode of that show, or the seeds of the tall stilted mangrove and how they do their thing. So if you see that on the television, you can say, I've been there, I've seen that. I've got the t-shirts for sale down the back here. Look, there's his footprint in the mud. Been trying to get a cardboard cut out of him that we can stick back. They also act as an important buffer zone that stop the banks from eroding between the rainforest and the ocean. And it's also a place where a lot of the fish, mollusks, crustaceans, scare them off. We'll see if we can get a bit closer to these bus drivers. Some of these are migratory. See them staying very close to the water, is there? Now, you can see they're sitting on that ramp. It looks fairly dry this morning. The last bus bumming around.
Top of the range, yeah. On top of it here. And all nice salads and fruit and such, but there's a choice of on the barbecue of mine. I'm just going to pull up and look out here before.
Helt möjligt som ett renfall. Varför det renfall?
Yeah, that's all documented, all that. But I'll give you little stories about this.
go between the rows.
Tea plantation.
Huge leaves.
Plantation.
All the young leaf. And basically what
Queensland, Australia. Here's the wee bush in the rainforest, about 9 inches in diameter, and it must be 200 foot high, but the same bloody width all the way up. Brilliant. For a pole for that. To sow trees in the rainforest, sending ropes from the canopy right down to the floor of the forest. Down, oh there's the roof. Down you come, you'll buy you all the way down to start off a new one. Strange. Tree, I can almost span it at the base. Would make great poles for the jumping in the RVA. Same with nearly all the way up. And wildflowers of the rainforest everywhere. Another Bushicus wildicus, surely. With the lovely red flowering.
Okay, thank you.
I'm just going to do these and run along. So
Okay. Okay. We also said.
The Daintree rainforest. This is palm tree. I feel like tears in here with all the ropes hanging down from the trees. I could go swinging in the jungle. No respect for my own. Deep in the rainforest. Floating one. Red one. Waiting on its prey. It sits and waits. No problem getting a fishing rod here. All you need is your bush knife. And bingo. Or how about a handle for a spear? No need to clean it. Sandpaper. just cut and fit. Hotel at the top of the rainforest where we are about to have something to eat. Everything is cooked in the barbecue. There is no electric, no USB, and certainly no telephone, and no running water. It's a do-it-yourself job, man. Narrow roof of everything. All stuff from the barbie. Daintree Rainforest. The local ESB. And on a windy night, they switch to the old chili. Pigs on the fig tree. Here, at the rooftop of the rainforest, we have an endangered species.
Animals not permitted, you're not allowed in. Sorry. No
Notice the big eyes
crocodile.
and the big teeth. We have the Yellow River leading down from Crookmore and over the flowery bridge. Singular fig tree choked to death the original tree. Rattan for making cane furniture reaches all the way up to the roof.
Hanno proprio il sostegno. Che roba incredibile, guarda quell'altra là.
The bumpy setting ash. Five sleepy cod.
Five sleepy cod. Fish?
Yeah.
200 different directions.
Trees with snortles in the mangrove. This area is tidal. Tide comes in about a metre high in this area. As you can see, it's out at the moment. A basket fern. High up in the bushes. Crocodile Creek.
There you go. Che c'è?
Guardalo perché è una favola.
Madonna.
Prendilo da qua perché da qua si vedono le foglioline marron con un ciuffo, un altro ciuffo. Ma guarda che roba. Una, due, tre.
The remains of a lady's scarf is pulled under by the crocodiles, never to be seen again. Is it ugly or what? Sandfly.
I go for a swim with the crocodiles.
We're going for a swim with the crocodiles
No, you go for a swim with the crocodiles.
in the Mangrove River.
No, it's a mango, not woman can't grow. It has to be mango.
That is largely
Cut.
infested by crocodiles.
Cut.
And Annika Rice cannot turn around now because she's the most photographed ass in the mangrove. And here we have a crocodile's burrow. I don't think I'll get any nearer. He's looking out at me. Yeah. An area infested with wild pigs. They have all undergo to roost. Here we have a snake, a python I think he said it was. But it's okay, he's asleep.
It's a decent bloody mound.
Pretty industrious, isn't it? For a bird the size of a